Well, I got your question here. Certain flight arrivals on time is 82%. That's 0.82. Suppose you have an 886 flights randomly selected. You want to use the normal approximation to the binomial to approximate the probability. So you want to use a normal distribution to approximate the binomial problem. That's what this section's all about. You want to find exactly 155 flights are on time. Well, first thing you got to do is find the mean and the standard deviation. The mean is n times p, and we're given n's 186 flights. That's the number of flights, and that's 82%. You got to make that a decimal, 0.82, and so you multiply. Well, you get 152.52. Standard deviation, square root of n times p times quantity 1 minus p. We've already done n minus p right here above, and so 1 minus p, 1 minus 0.82 is 0.18. So you multiply, take the square root, it's 5.2396. So you specifically asked them about how to use stat crunch here. So you got to click on the, can't see it here, stat, calculator, and you want to use the normal calculator. Now the particular part, you got these different parts. Part A, you want to find probability 155 flights are on time. Well, there's something called correction factor for continuity. It's on page 357. That becomes real important since you're using a normal distribution to evaluate the discrete binomial distribution. You got to use this correction factor. There's three cases that you can have, and they're all listed on this page. You can have an equal to, you can have a greater than, or less than, or similar, and you can have between. So the first case, you want to do it's equal to 155. So you got on this one, you got to use the between. And I put the mean in 152.52 and the standard deviation 5.2396. And so on this page, you got to do a correction factor. For 155, you got to go a half on either side of it. So you got to take away 0.5 and add 0.5. So if you take away 0.5 from 155, you get 154.5. And if you add 0.5, it's 155.5. Then you click compute, you see, and it gives you the answer here. Okay, and that'll work here. So I don't know where it's just correction factor or using stat crunch to normal calculator. I'm not actually real sure where you're having problems. But you got to first of all know how to calculate these. You got to know how to access the normal calculator, and then you got to do the correction factor for each of these dudes. You just don't use 155. If you go to this page, it tells you what you would put in this one. You'd have to go to standard on this one, and you go a half, and so you go 154.5. You have to go half and use the greater than. I hope this helps.